Tron Ares just came to theaters and is underperforming according to the studio's numbers that they wanted to achieve. But it's doing one thing, it's reminding us all that Tron Legacy existed. Welcome back to Voltage Bros. My name is Jerome, and this is a channel where I talk about movies and movie news and other things movie related, and I also run a podcast with my brother Kenny. Today we talked about Tron Ares and whether we liked it or not, but the conversation actually just kind of went to how much we love Tron Legacy. If you love movies and you love speculating about upcoming movies and you just love movie talk, then please like the video and subscribe because it helps out a lot. Now, into the podcast.
Jerome, you've finally seen Tron Ares.
I finally have. It's only been out a few days.
I know, but I saw it a few days before you and I was waiting. We were talking a little bit earlier about this, and I mentioned it's a fun watch. Does that make it a good movie, though? We'll talk about that.
Yeah, because even you saying it's a fun watch, I think is a little bit generous. And I've become quite harsh sometimes on the movies coming out lately. But I would say this movie is pretty bad. That's what I said after coming out of the movie theater. I did not like it, even with my low expectations, knowing that this movie came out in October. Not one of Disney's main movies that they wanted everyone to see in the summer. Even with my lowered expectations, I was still quite disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to have a more positive outlook lately on the movies I watch because, if it's not like deep, I don't really enjoy it anymore. So I'm trying to just look at movies at a surface level. And so if I look at this movie at a surface level, it's fun. Got some good action scenes. Some of the characters are fun to watch. The idea is cool. But if I look anywhere past the surface, which is easily cracked, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. So the reason that I wanted to go see this movie is because Tron Legacy is awesome.
Right.
Tron Legacy came out when we were youngins.
Right.
Maybe not even teenagers yet. So
yeah, I don't know exactly when it was. I want to say like 2012, but I think that's way off.
It's 2010. It came out in
2010. Oh,
2010.
okay. I was close. Gotcha. But yeah, we both like Tron Legacy. I watched it like the week before Tron Ares came out. I don't know about you. Did you watch it recently?
So what I did is just listen to the music and all the memories just came back.
Right. Yeah, that's one thing about Daft Punk and Tron Legacy there. Every single score or scene, I don't know, every single one of the songs, when you listen to it, you can recall the exact scene, especially like on the grid, Disc Wars, Rinsler. Disc Wars and Rinsler are the two that I'm like, yeah, right. Now that's different with Tron Ares because I've listened to the soundtrack post watching the movie, and most of the time I'm like, I don't remember when this was.
Yeah, there's just so many memorable moments in the Tron Legacy soundtrack. And I discovered something lately because I don't have any money. So I stopped my Spotify subscription.
Yeah.
And I've just been using YouTube instead for my music because I don't want to watch ads on YouTube and it comes with the music. Yeah. So I discovered an amazing thing, which is comments under the music that you like in the YouTube app, because it's not like regular comments on YouTube where it's like, I disagree with this. This is lame. Yeah. It's like everyone who is on the music app playing that music loves it. So it's so fun to see their comments, and they'll just comment something like a quote from the movie from the specific song playing. And it's just like, whoa, that part is awesome.
Yeah, I've also recently discovered that specifically with Disc Wars. Somebody commented like, Disc Wars, clap, clap, Disc Wars, right? Or like the ending of Rinsler, just Rinsler.
Yeah.
Right, so good. And him pulling apart his two like discs or whatever.
That's so sick.
It is so good.
The one the one quote that I saw underneath was, "Now this I can do."
Right.
When he jumps on the motorcycle.
Right, the cycle battle or whatever it's called.
Because he's a motorcycler and he sucks at everything else, and then he's like, I'm awesome.
Yeah. So good. And then he gets bailed out early anyway. But yeah, that is a difference between the two movies. Tron Ares, there's no, I don't know if this is the music's fault or the fact that they just don't have very many good one-liners. I think it's more so the music, which wasn't bad, by the way. I don't want to diss the music. It's good music, but it doesn't remind you of what happened in the film. It doesn't remind you of specific things that characters said, like it does in Tron Legacy. Daft Punk was just too good. I wish they got him back for this one.
Yeah, there was the one opening song of Tron Ares I did like. It when it played, I could kind of vibe to it, and it played a couple other times during the movie as well. Um, and it was pretty catchy, and I could see myself listening to it later. But the
Yeah,
rest of the time during the movie, it was just like extremely overbearing. And I think that they were just trying way too hard to be good, where it's just like every scene had to have this grand boom
right,
throughout, and it didn't really fit very well. The beauty about the Daft Punk music is that it's very subtle and just a slow build up
right,
and lots of just repetitive groovy tunes
hmm,
instead of smash smash smash.
right. Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah, that's true. And kind of with your comment about overbearing, kind of reminded me of the characters in Tron Ares. I felt like there was too many of them.
Yeah.
With there was Ares is the only character that I remember his name, which is not good. I remember Ares. I don't remember the main girl's name. Um, and then also I can't tell who is the main character between the two of them. And then there's like five sidekicks who
Yeah.
who all had didn't really help move the plot forward at all. They were just kind of there, a little bit of comedic relief. Maybe they helped with one thing that, they didn't have to exist for that to happen. There's just too much going on for me. Stick to these two characters. That's all I care about. And then the bad guy. There's really only three people we should be focusing on.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot going on, and that's one of my least favorite things about movies is when they add a silly sidekick to a character, like
Right,
in Shang-Chi with uh Aquafina's character. It's like, why are you here? You don't need to
right.
be here. All
Yeah.
you do is say silly lines that
Hmm.
don't land,
Hmm.
and you're pointless.
Just go away. Don't
Yeah.
want you. Yeah.
So that was how it felt like with the sidekick in Tron Ares, and also with a few other characters. I was surprised by new people popping up. It's like, oh,
Right.
what?
Yeah.
More?
Yeah. Yeah. Because there's the main character's sidekick who is just kind of there as comedic relief. Every once in a while does something. There's the like acting CEO of the company or whatever who does one meaningful thing throughout the whole movie. Uh, and then there's a few others kind of mixed about in there, but all of them could have just been one or not at all. They could have done it themselves as well. Um, yeah, it was just too much. I think what they could have done is gotten rid of some of these extra.
Mm, yeah, I agree with that because that I think there could have been a couple scenes that would have been awesome if they were just a bit slower built up, especially that first scene where Ares is being trained to be an ultimate warrior. As when it started, I was like, "Oh, this is cool. We get to see him become an ultimate warrior with all these battles." But it happens so fast that you don't really get the sense of the awesomeness of it. And I wish that he kind of enters the room. What am I doing here? Someone comes to attack him. Someone's killing me. Oh no, what do I do? And then kill him and be like, that was weird. And then all of a sudden, two more people come in. And so I think a slower build up would be beneficial to that scene and some other scenes.
Especially coming from Tron Legacy, where the scenes are all pretty continuous. Um, like the disc war scene that we were talking about, he kind of
Hmm.
lands into the world, into Tron, gets picked up by the Recognizer, uh, clothes change, whatever, goes into the Discord battle, and that's a whole long scene, Rinsler, and all of it is like one long continuous scene that just
Yeah.
happens. It's not
Hmm.
like uh, he shows up in the world and then sees a recognizer or whatever, and then it cuts to him at Disc Wars or something. That's what Ares felt like.
Yeah, definitely a lot going on all at once and nothing to really just follow and sit and watch, especially when they had good ideas. Like one of my favorite ideas from the movie was when they hacked the system using their Tron people,
Right.
which was really cool. It's like you see it on the outside, you see it on the computer hacking, and then you see it on the inside the battle happening.
Right.
And that was a really cool concept, and some cool things were happening. But I just wish that they would have made that scene more artistic
Mm-hmm.
because there's too many cuts,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, this is going to be an awesome battle scene. They come towards each other and then cut, 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 battle scenes happening.
Right.
And I can't remember what what happened during the
Mm-hmm.
battle scene.
Right.
The battle scenes that I like are from Captain America, uh,
Mm-hmm.
the Winter Soldier, where he squares up against that guy on the boat, and you just watch the fight happen, or the bridge scene where Winter Soldier comes at him with a knife, and you follow the knife with the camera.
Right.
Things that you can remember.
Yeah.
So there's nothing like that in this. It's just like people swinging, cut, another person swinging, cut. You know?
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. I think they could have explored it a lot more. And one of the things that I missed that happened in Tron Legacy that didn't happen in Tron Ares was the Tron world. Because those are the things that I remember from Tron Legacy is those cool ideas. Because you mentioned you liked the scene, um, or you remember the scene at least, of
Mm-hmm.
them hacking and whatnot
Yeah.
in the Tron world, which was really cool. And like you said, they kind of cut it up and it's not as memorable. And I think they missed out on exploring more of this new Tron world, right, of the server side,
Yeah.
because that's why I'm going to see the movie. I'm not going to see the movie because I'm excited to see them in our world. To me, our world is pretty boring, right? I mean, we see a
Yeah.
lot of movies in our world. I want to I want to explore something relatively new. Obviously, we've seen Tron movies, but the world of Tron Legacy was awesome. I loved it
Yeah.
because there were so many different things. There's the light cycle battles, there's disc wars, there's all these flying machine stuff. I don't know. The world was really interesting. It was really cool,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't have to like explain everything about the world. They just were in it, and you learned as you went. But this one was like, yeah, this world does exist. We're not going to explain all the rules to you. Sometimes they can just come here when they want, and sometimes we bring them here, and that's how it is. And we're going to spend most of the
Yeah.
time in our world.
Yeah. It's cool with the legacy how you get a sense of the world.
Right.
Here's the entrance, here's the exit, here's where this place is, here's where this place is, and this place is. Just a few locations,
Right.
but you get a sense of what's there.
Mm-hmm.
In Ares, they go in and you're like, okay, you're in, but where exactly
Right.
are you?
What is this?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like this teleportation spot that you can
Yeah,
leave and
a
come back
few
whenever you
places, I
want, I
guess.
guess. But in
Yeah,
Tron Legacy, there's only one spot for that. So
yeah,
a little weird, a little confusing.
yeah. I've always wondered why there wasn't a sequel
Mm-hmm.
sooner for Tron Legacy because my only real issue with Tron Legacy is that it's a little bit slow.
Mm-hmm.
It's set up really well. A, B, C, get to point A to point B. Um, different scenes in between, like it's set up really well. The only thing is it's a little bit slow. Sometimes on the train, they might have conversations that go on a little bit too long. But
Right.
the rest of the movie is awesome. And I've always wondered why it didn't just blow up and get a sequel right away.
Right. It was definitely looking back now, I think more people like it now than they did when it came out,
Yeah,
which
because
doesn't
people
happen
it's
often.
our age who grew up. So
Right.
maybe there's something about
Yeah.
the people older than us, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know, but I'm just as surprised as you that they didn't come out with a real sequel. I know this is kind of marketed as, the next one after Tron Legacy, but it doesn't feel like it. It's not. They
Yeah.
have like small little references to the world. There's like an end credit scene where Cora and Sam are in the photo and Cora's like bald, so that's their excuse for not being there. Um, which is dumb because I'm attached to these characters. The end of Tron Legacy was about like, oh my gosh, they made it with Cora, who's this excited new life form, who here's her digital DNA that they show throughout the movie, and it's gonna fix science, medicine, religion, right? Whatever
Yeah.
Flynn says, and then they just completely ignore it. And maybe they couldn't get the characters back or the actors, but now they're hinting at like another one where they will be. And if they come out with another one with those characters, I'm just gonna ignore this movie and pretend that's the next one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with this movie being a fanfic.
Yeah.
It definitely fits in a little hole over there. Like somebody made this story, but it's not really the one.
Right. Yeah.
It's somebody made it. It's kind of good, but not part of the Tron world.
Right.
That's how it fits kind of in my mind.
Right.
But there was one thing that I did like is that they didn't go the usual direction that they go with AI characters where they just turn evil and want to take over the world.
Right.
What they did instead was he actually realizes there's good in the world and there's hope in the world and he wants to be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was at least something that they did opposite of the norm
Right.
and had some different ideas and was
Yeah.
quite good.
Yeah.
A good idea.
That's one thing I appreciated as well, and the only annoyance with it, I guess, was it happened fast. Like you didn't really see a real change. It's just like at the beginning, Ares is like, okay, I'm thinking on my own and I want this person to survive. So yeah, I'm good. And then I did appreciate as well, Athena had a similar moment with the rain where she's like on the screen, it showed like her point of view and it's like feeling unknown or something
Mm.
to that effect. Because it was showering or something from the fire hydrants or whatever it was. And, you know, she paused because of it and then not died, but was sent back to her world because of it because she paused in the last few seconds that she had time left on the earth or whatever. And then it was not explored anymore. Right? She was just angry. Um, and so I wish they had explored more of like the conflict between following the objective and her own personal growing feelings of or unknown feelings, these new feelings that she's never had because she's AI, right? And they just kind of ignored that, and I feel like it could have been a much deeper message because
Mm.
the message I got was, Ares and Athena both had a choice to choose good or evil, even with their programming to follow this objective, and one chose good, one chose bad, but they didn't explore that deep enough for it to have a real impact, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
at least you kind of know what they were going for.
Yeah,
But like we said, too many side characters didn't get these core
right.
things
Yeah,
placed
get
and
rid of the side characters, give the screen time to those main characters, and then suddenly you have a great impact from that message.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but unfortunately didn't have the actors to do it.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
that main girl actor, I did not like her as an actor at all. I felt like she just came out from playing Holly's First Christmas or something. Because man, she could play in a Hallmark movie for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely a Hallmark movie vibes going
yeah,
between these two love characters.
yeah,
Jared Leto as well. He just seemed like he even just seemed like he could be in a Hallmark movie at that point. being the tall, dark love character.
Right. With long hair.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but that's all my thoughts on it. I don't know. Do you have any more pressing points about Tron Ares?
I love Tron Legacy. It's awesome. I
Me
was listening
too.
to the music again this morning, and man, the best part is is the grid. And then he's like, and then one day I got in.
Yeah.
And then the music is so good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man.
Yeah. So if you're gonna take anything from this video, guys, it's go watch Tron Legacy and give it the love that it deserves, that it's missing, because Tron Ares doesn't deserve it.
Yep. And Tron Legacy was the first movie that the director directed. And then he directed F1 and Top Gun Maverick. So
Great track record.
this guy's doing good. He said that he wanted to, he did planes
Oh.
and motorcycles and cars with F1. So next he's got to make a boat movie.
Is there any interesting boat movies?
We should all follow this guy and see what he does next, because those 3 movies have been awesome.
Okay. Nice. Awesome. Well, that's all my thoughts on Tron Ares, Jerem.
Okay, yeah, this was awesome. If you like the video, please subscribe and like the video. And as always, let's bolt.